guy, wannabe. I sat at the back and as I said, I just want to be like that guy in front. That guy, you know, and 14 years later,
you are the guy in front.
Now I'm the guy in front.
Yeah,
and so, you know, if you're sitting there and, you know, just figuring out how to make it work, I just want to encourage you to not just be here, but to go into full immersion, you know. The only way you learn how to swim is you just jump in, dive, drink a little bit of water along the way, but you'll make it, yeah. And it's important to be fully immersed, not just take things half-hearted, not just decide that, one day, you know, and that day somehow will take a lot more time. But I just want to encourage you, okay, to just jump in and be fully immersed. Okay, so I want you to do something, turn your partner on the left and right, tell him, be fully immersed.
Be fully immersed.
Okay, so today, my topic is on craft 6-figure deals that generate results. Okay, so it's a very, very specific topic. It's not for the faint-hearted. Okay, if you are starting off, it's probably not going to be for you. Okay, because it's not going to be inspirational. It's a lot about the bolts and the nuts. How do you negotiate with large clients on large deals? Okay, it's a more complex process because if you are speaking to, let's say, like a HOD, which is just a single point, a single buyer, it's pretty much yes or no, right? Very straightforward. But when you talk to organizations, there are multiple stakeholders. There's many different C-levels that want a stake or a voice in it. And how do you negotiate and discuss? And sometimes some of them will love you. One of them might not like you. And another one is thinking, why the heck is he talking to us? You know, we got this. You know, so you're handling multiple stakeholders at a time. So I'm going to share with you exactly how we negotiate the contracts, you know, and how we won some of the deals as well, and how we lost some of the deals as well. Okay, so this is the whole process. I hope you don't have to make the same mistakes as we did, and I will share with you as much as possible of the whole thought process of why we do certain things and how do we focus specifically on the results. All right. So you know, I love to speak. You know, I really love to travel and speak in different continents, share ideas. But there's a problem. Okay, there's a problem. We sometimes sell speaking as a really easy job. Sometimes we sell the dream too easily, and honestly, it's actually very tough. There will be. Let me tell you why. Sometimes I feel that if you're just deciding to be just a pure speaker, it's not going to be sustainable. It's probably not going to be. Okay, here are a few key reasons. So number one, there are just many speakers offering different topics. You are one of the many topics they choose from. Okay, you're just one of many. And there's sometimes a red ocean. Number two, you know, keynotes don't deliver sustainable change. They don't. You just excite people, and then after that, that's it. They go back to their steady state again. So what are they buying is just they're buying somebody to just get them to be excited about a thought, and after that, you know, go figure out. Okay, so it's not really sustainable in terms of leading change. Number three, associations don't pay well as well. Okay, for those who are seasoned, you realize that they probably don't pay at all. You know, you're just there because you're one of the speakers, you know, and you're there to build your brand, your name, overseas or in different associations. So there are sometimes I speak for free, I still speak for free, but there are sometimes I charge as well. So there are, understand that every seminar or every type of conference they're speaking is different in nature because of the way they have budgeted for the event. It's not that you are, you know, better speakers, so sometimes you can earn a lot more money, but because you so happen to have a gig that has a very good budget, and then they chose you as well. Okay, so associates don't really pay speakers very well. Number four, you are probably not likely to be chosen for the next year's conference. Right? I mean, that's the truth of reality. So I just want to pin to you that it's actually quite a tough job, just speaking alone. And the fifth point is speakers are constantly hunting for the next gig. Wow, what's the next one? You know, next one and the next one and the next one. So it's a very tiring process. If you think about it, it's not a fantastic business model. Really bad. Okay, because you want a business that's repeatable. You want something that can keep earning consistently so that you don't have to keep hunting. So how? Then I realized that this whole business model, right, if you just focus on speaking alone, it's probably not going to be a very sustainable model. Okay, I've been in this business as a young speaker, I started the business since 2007. So I'm probably how many years is that? 14 years.
17
years, yeah. 17 years in business, and in APSC for about 14 years, and I realized it's actually quite tough to start from somewhere, and if you just focus on speaking alone, it's really unsustainable unless you are really, really good. So I only know personally one speaker that just has this model, just a speaking business. The rest of people will have to supplement it with a lot of things, training, coaching, and so on and so forth. Okay, so business model had to change. Let me share with you why. Number one, when we do, so for me right now, I'm very clear that when I speak, of course I want to be paid for it, but I want to let them operationalize the idea. Okay, the whole idea is to take the idea and then see how can we make it relevant and how do we use that idea to get very specific results and outcomes. So the training program that we have to do is not just something that it's good to have. It has to be absolutely essential. Essential, because that's important. Because you are going to solve real business problems. So that's the first criteria. Second criteria, work with actually delivering results, okay, specific results. Not just delivering programs. So I've seen some trainers, they are very excited about their program, and fantastic, good for you. But what does it bring at the end of the day? So it's very difficult for some of them to even articulate it. You can say certain things here and there, but what are the measurable results? That's where a lot of people get stuck. Okay. Number three, we want to target leaders who just want more than just attending programs. Okay, they're sick of programs sometimes, but they want to see sustainable change. That means even they go through this program, they want to see that over a period of 6 months, 1 year, things happen. They actually see results. The results are sustainable. Okay, it's repeatable as well. So how do we create the conditions for this? And that's the most important thing in getting to selling to large clients, because they are a lot more sophisticated in the way they think. Okay, it's no longer just I feel good about this program and I'll just buy, but they really think about a lot of operational challenges that your program has to deliver. Okay, so of course, so one question right now, and I need you to discuss. Okay, because this is a very important question. I want you to discuss with your partner next to you. Just grab maybe 2 or 3 friends. What do you think keep leaders up awake at night? What do you think is constantly in their mind that's bugging them at work? Okay, ready? Go.